Hi poopsies. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are in the world. It's a very windy day. I don't know how soothing this will be to your senses, but I decided to go for a walk, as I do each day, and make this into kind of a video. It's not really a vlog. I don't like calling a vlog. It's not really logging anything. It's not a video diary of any sort. But it's more of one of my regular ASMR videos, except this time I'm walking very slowly, casually, wearing a Cubs shirt, even though I am not a fan of any sport. But I will show my outfit of the day, which is again nothing special. It's just kind of sleepwear clothing and some US Polo Association slippers. So I don't know how much of that you caught, but this is the street I walk on very frequently with my dog Paco, the Chihuahua. And it's such a peaceful street. As you see, there's basically no one, no house, just a couple lots for sale. And I've been noticing these lately. These beautiful little, what looks like cotton flowers, plants. I don't really know what to call them, but they release a sort of a pollen. You hear the poopsies there. And they've been growing very rapidly lately. Almost urgently. I suppose for the coming spring. And I moved here pretty much this time a year ago. And I don't think I've noticed those growing there before, so perhaps it has something to do with the climate changing? I'm really not sure. But it is getting hotter somehow. It's very humid today, so by the end of this you might see a little sweat droplet or two. And I'm wearing my shades because I'm wearing contacts. Normally I wear my glasses, but I don't like wearing them outdoors because it bothers me. It leaves kind of lines. By the way, this area here is very eerie to me now because a wild boar came out at me while I was driving through here. And so each and every time I pass through here, I always take a second glance to make sure there's no animal. The thing was huge, really fast, and probably would have ran after me had I been walking with the dog. Because they say that you're okay as long as you don't run. You just collect yourself, remain calm, and walk away. But if you have a dog, the dog will bark and intimidate it and make it aggressive, and thus in return try to attack you. But I don't think I should worry. It's very rare. And there have been cases here, but not too frequently, where they will try to go after a dog. So I have recently purchased a bike, and I haven't had one since 2013 when I moved out of one of the houses my parents owned. And I don't know why I never decided to after. I suppose there was a lack of room to store it in after I moved, and it was just too hot to ride it, really. I kind of lost interest, and I was more focused on getting a car at the time rather than a bike. So I guess it was kind of just divine destiny now for me to get a bike, and it's a Nel Lusso, I think it's called. It's very nice, and yeah, I just love riding it. It's not one of those bikes that you drive really quickly. It's a bike that you drive casually on a coastline and put some food in the basket, and you take your sweet time. But I put Paco in there with his blankie, and he loves it. He loves riding with me. And he just loves chasing bunnies. If you remember last time, we did bunny chasing in this kind of video. And I just saw one zoom by. There's a lot of hawks and birds. They try to come swoop down. And Paco just barks and chases them and scares them away. And I feel like I hear someone behind me, but there's nothing there. Interesting. I always say this place is a little haunted. A little bit, because I always feel something touching me when I walk by the end of the street. I do believe because of the Spanish Inquisition and all that there are definitely some hauntings in Florida. I know by Daytona Beach, Orlando, that kind of highway. Oh, and there goes a private jet. There's a private airport here, so. There's a car over there, so I might just turn back. Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. I start school today. I'm trying to enjoy my walk before 7 months of busy. I just filmed an ASMR video, and I mentioned briefly that you are going to be receiving a lot of shorter videos compared to what I usually like to do. I like to average out about an average 30 minutes, which is defined average is, let's say the 7 videos a week I post range anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. It sort of averages out to approximately half an hour. So the average might be more closer to 20 minutes now due to a lack of time and priorities. I have a lot going on. I've addressed what the a lot going on was in my recent coloring book video. Kind of got into it, but I had to honestly cut out a lot of what I said because it just went too much in detail. I don't like it started feeling like when I did the vlogs, and I don't, that whole space of going into detail for you guys is irrelevant and unnecessary. It's more my own personal struggle that I had to deal with and encounter and figure out in due time. And surprisingly, for all that has occurred, I have remained extremely calm through it all. I've managed to recuperate myself, not to feel the necessity to speak about it anymore. I've managed to come into contact with my higher self and sort of regain trust and confidence in the universe and everything that is, and the divine goodness of all. And that's how I've regained my power back. And so I just feel so many things lately, and it's just little things like looking up at the sun and its beauty. I can't really see it now peering through the clouds, but it's there. It's always there. It always will be there, as long as we are around. And you just find faith in the little things every day. And these walks are like a meditative state for me, where I can reflect and look back on what is going on. And lately I've been in love with the whole aspect of positive affirmations and all that. Checking for the wild boar again. Well, we don't want to summon it, do we? So let's not mention it. But for the most part, I feel a higher sense of vibration, a shift, a different alignment. And I've been working on something. I don't know if I'll be able to work on it more because of school, but I'm trying to finish by, well, okay, I don't want to spoil it, but overall, I'm trying to finish by June 30th. And by that day, it should be released. Only a select people know. And I'm really excited about this. It will go into my whole aspect of life advice and these kind of videos. And that's all I can say. I've said already too much. So there's just a fun aspect about creating, and you are the creator of your own life. And I'm looking up at the sky, and it's just so gorgeous and never ending and fulfilling, and the universe always supplies. And you always replenish yourself. I'm gonna go home and do my Qigong stretches, my EFT tapping, and my meditation, which I've been doing daily, and it's been improving me furthermore into this energetic shift of a newer planet. And you feel it. Everyone's feeling it. Everyone's feeling different. Everyone's... Oh my gosh, the wind. Maybe I should sit still and talk a little bit without the uncomfortable aspect of a potential person wandering by. And what else was I going to talk about? The bike, the project, school. I start very soon, so I'm going to go shower and then begin. It's kind of like a live chat. It's very interesting. I've never been in a schooling environment where they had 30% of it in person and 70% online. I have to spend about 15 hours a week studying the material and going over, not studying, but taking notes, going over the course material. It's pre-recorded stuff by the professor. And then there's a live class every 2 weeks on Tuesdays, and then there's a in-person physical every 6 weeks, but that's for a whole weekend, so I have to spend like 10 hours a day there. It's very long, but and it's quite far. It's just over 2 hours from here, so I'm thinking just to get a hotel, and you might see some videos in a hotel once in a while when I go there. Really exciting stuff. I can't wait. But yeah, it's just interesting how much you can push yourself to do sometimes and go over your limits. And I thought, oh, at first it's going to be impossible for me to go back to school and do these videos and my life. I mean, I have so much going on right now, and how am I going to keep up? But, I'm still young. I'm trying to secure myself early on So my ultimate, part of my ultimate plan, of course, like everyone else, is to end up retiring peacefully and fruitfully and have done a lot with my life. And, massage was great and all, but it wasn't part of my plan. You guys loved it, by the way, and I will definitely do more massage content. Full body massage, other kinds of massage, not just that specific arm massage, and just massage. Just massage. Oh, these birds. I realized I haven't eaten much. I'm gonna go home and do that soon, but I've been running also lately, not only bike riding. I started running, working on my calves, which you might see. It's getting there. I've always had narrow calves, and it always took me slightly longer than others to grow muscle. I think that's because of my energy levels and perhaps maybe potential lack of persistence to want to acquire and accumulate massive amounts of muscle mass. It's beyond me. So regardless, I'm kind of just in a happy place now, not focusing anymore on the bills, not focusing anymore on the money, not focusing anymore on fear, worry, lack. It's just very much a fruitful, abundant time for me right now. By the way, no need to be a peering eye, but this home is gorgeous. I just have to say, their yard is so pretty. Oh, there's a bird. I eventually want to end up having a yard like that. And there's a car. Lovely. Awkward. Very strange. It's a UPS truck. I don't care anymore. I stopped caring long ago. There's Mama Bomboni with the dog. She's coming out. But I wanted to walk through here because I also want to show this pretty house I've been admiring lately. And Paco's running after me now. Hello, crow. I love crows and ravens. They're always giving me messages. They're so peaceful. There's so much life, so much abundance, so much prosperity everywhere around. If you just are willing to look, it's there. The change is already there. The shift is already pertinent. There's a canal here. I've been bike riding a lot through these canals lately. There's a park like 4 miles from here. And I've been going to it, and it's just as pretty. So much peace, beauty, and serenity all around. But if you guys like these more, then I will do more in different areas, like that park. I would just have to carry my camera all the way there. Not too sure I know how I feel about that. This is really pretty. People have a boat in the back, a boat dock lift system and a canal is where they live on, and the home is overall not that large in stature, so it's very expensive because it does have a dock lift system and is on a canal. Especially when a home has a pool, it just becomes overpriced, even if the house is generally miniature. So I don't know why I'm talking about that. Real estate is interesting, but not that much so to me. This antenna is wiggling. Huh. Yeah, I was surprised when they still had antennas here. It's a newly developing community, so... Just taking a nice, deep, fresh breath of air whenever you can. Deep breathing is something I wanted to include in this walk, but almost forgot. It's always important to take deep, solid breaths whenever you can. Imagine a golden white healing light come down from above and wash over your body. It's so pleasant. It's so fulfilling. It's purposeful. And the purest of intent is always going to be there following you whenever it can. Now, when I am done with schooling, I am going to start, official announcement, booking clients for hypnotherapy sessions. I will be clinical. I will be professional. And I appreciate every one of my viewers who already are interested in this service of mine. I will most likely be booking anywhere between Tampa and Miami. And I'm talking about anywhere from Tampa through Southwest Florida through Miami area. I will be willing to travel often as long as one is willing to pay more for that, per se. I will have to book either Airbnb or hotel to meet you guys and do the sessions. And I always felt a high drawing to this purpose-fulfilling life that I've been seeking for so long, and helping others. And you guys know I've been wanting to do this for a long time outside of YouTube. And I will be uploading the videos only of the session itself. Not the whole intake process, not the whole, private personal parts, not the whole going into hypnosis portion. It's just going to be the part where you are in a regressive state, in a past life regression, and that is my ultimate goal. As I am studying transpersonal hypnotherapy, I do wish to help my clients see further into their past and how that can help them right now and for their future lives. And it goes well beyond just knowing what your past life is. It's very much a process of loving, kindness, forgiveness, awareness of everything. And you'll be very surprised to uncover what can unfold during a session. You just don't know what can happen. You have to release all expectation of what will come. And it's the most beautiful thing, at least in my honest, genuine opinion, that I can think of, that one can do, is discover themselves through this process of hypnotherapy regression. So, obviously I wouldn't be going back to school if I wasn't this passionate about it, and so I feel like it's part of my plan, honestly, and I'm looking forward to seeing how many of you guys I'm able to book. And I want to be into that. I want to be involved in that. And so, like I was saying, if I have your permission and if I feel it's right to show people, if I feel that this will help someone learn something out of this session, then I will upload it to YouTube. Okay? If I don't have your permission, if I feel it's not right, if I feel it's too many private and personal information, you know, for me to edit out, and it ends up like a short video, then I just won't post it publicly. It has to feel divinely guided, you know? And I don't want to stray away from the whole ASMR on this channel. I personally get ASMR out of these sessions unless a session is loud spoken, or like per se. Clients react differently. Some clients may speak softer in the session, some clients may speak louder, and that's normal, okay? There's no right or wrong way, ever. And so, of course, it wouldn't be pertinent to this ASMR channel were I to upload a video that is loud spoken. So I would only specifically upload something that may be sleep-inducing, calming, relaxing, and something you will learn from. And, of course, again, I repeat again, with the client's permission solely, at their own discretion. So just like with personalized videos, if you guys book me, I own and reserve all rights to the content and the footage itself. However, I will not publicly upload it without your permission, and you shall not publicly upload it anywhere without my permission. And this is made very clear when you book a session, especially the Reiki healing. So, there's no fear there. Nobody's content has ever been exposed. Nobody's personal information has ever been shared. I'm very business oriented. I protect myself, just as I mentioned earlier with the website, and I offer these services for people because I like to help. And when I start doing hypnotherapy, and I suppose if you guys book me if you want, or if you're willing to travel to Florida, even great, even better, you know. I'm open to any scenario. You can come from any part of the world if you're willing to. And I truthfully believe that there are not many people out there doing this, so I just think it is my time to start once I finish, God willing. And I'm so excited, guys. I could cry. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to this journey with you, and I can't wait to see what's to come. I can't wait to meet you guys, hug you guys. You know, it's going to be great to hear certain stories shared, and yeah, it'll just be its own self-fulfilling and other lives fulfilling prophecy, if that's even a word. Its own fulfilling prophecy for all, the unity and oneness of everyone and all who are at least drawn to this. And I spoke with a viewer here who actually is into this whole stuff, and one of my favorites are Alba Weinman, and I got into this whole thing with hypnotherapy by watching Dolores Cannon, and I like to believe she's watching over, especially right now as I speak about her, because she helped me discover the world of hypnotherapy, and I don't know what I would have done had I not stumbled upon her videos. And the funny thing is, I don't even remember exactly how I came across her content, her interviews, and it just, everything she says resonated with me. And then after that I discovered Alba, and it was just what else was I supposed to talk about? That's all, really. Wish me luck, you guys. I'm going in there, and I'm gonna start soon after I eat and shower. 7 months, 32 weeks. Let's do this. I just go in the city 5 times for a whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that'll be that. I've been studying my notes pretty hard so I can get a solid grasp at the knowledge, and I feel like spirits are guiding me, and it's the beginning of a new chapter, and I'm really looking forward to this, and just thank you for being there with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. This has been quite a ride. But I've rid this ride, and it's time to ride elsewhere now in a different path, and this is where I'm pulled to, this is where I'm drawn to, no matter how wild it may seem. I trust and have faith, so take care, poopsies. I love you all so, so much. I really do. And subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.